Tea Timers. This is episode 6 of Tea Time History. Yay! So the question today is, how's the organization of society changed as a result of or in response to the development and spread of capitalism? So before capitalism, the main economic system was feudalism. And this was basically a landlord-peasant type relationship between the people. There were landlords which owned allotments of land, a lot of it, and these peasants would rent out small spaces of this land and cultivate crops on it, get the profits from the crops, and pay rent with it. Unfortunately, a lot of people fell into the category of serfdom, and this was basically a type of slavery. What would happen was that these people would just not bring in enough profits, so they were in debt to the landlord. And this basically just was a cycle, and they just kept on getting more in debt, and this was almost like a slave-like system. So whenever capitalism rose, there was less people needed to work on the fields. So these peasants moved to cities in order to get wage-earning jobs.
So with the rise of capitalism, there were two distinct classes, the capitalist class and the working class. The capitalist class was very aristocratic-like. They were the rich because they controlled most of the industries and would gain their wealth from its profits. They liked to marry within because that would maintain their wealth rather than flowing into the working class. The working class, however, didn't earn enough wages to really support a family, but they did, however, focus more on the comfort of their own personal lives and their children, rather than focusing on things like starvation, which was solved by the agricultural revolution.
So if you looked at cities such as London, Paris, and Amsterdam, you would see a large division between the rich and the poor. You could see that the rich, they were riding carriages through the streets, while the working class had to walk through the disease-ridden streets without shoes. And because that they both lived in unsanitary places, like the water was unsanitized and the food was sometimes not that good for you to digest, people began to get more sick. While the rich could afford doctors, the working class could only reach out to healers that used herbs.
Recap time!
So, feudalism was the main economic system within Europe, but then it switched to capitalism.
Capitalism created two distinct classes, the capitalist and the working class.
And some distinctions that could be seen was that the rich would be riding in carriages while the poor was shoeless and walking in the really dirty streets. So that's it for this episode. See you next time, Tea Timers!